Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first of the 5-day video thing. Let's just get on with it, shall we? Yeah. Stanley parable. Because it's funny and I can't think of anything else because I need friends for that. There is a speck right about there on the screen of my camera and it's really irritating me. I got it. I almost threw my butterfly knife through the monitor. This is not a good thing. How is my eye today? It's just darker. I'm really close, I'm sorry. It's taking a lot longer than it should. There we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Luckily for you guys, this is going to be a lot of me being quiet, mainly because this guy does not shut up. And because I'd like you to hear, because some of it's quite amusing. Secrets.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do everything he says wrong.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I'm going to stand there.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Wait, no, that's what he said to do. No, quick, run away.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This guy always comes in whenever I...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story...
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
As I was saying, he cuts me out, and then because I cut him out, he got jealous. So I'm just triggering him the same way he's triggering me.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue pill, go to the Matrix.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I am taking the blue door because I want the Matrix.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I am being the Matrix, I don't care what you say.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
yes.
Don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Matrix.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Minecraft.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
That's what it
Tell you
looks
what.
like.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me
reckon.
some feedback.
I'm sorry.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Now I'm gonna go in the door you originally told me to go in.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No, because I took the
A
normal
one?
It still took me
I mean,
to
I
the
can
same
understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one?
Yes,
That's
a
not
one.
even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
That's right.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
haven't
perfectly
played through
candid,
this.
I think I've knocked it out of the park with
I've
this
only ever
one.
played through
Let's
this
take
once,
a
and I was
look.
on my laptop, so the save. Ooh, hello. Stanley Parabul, Will to Light, leaderboard. Good old Neil. Let's go through the right door. Again.
Now, would you say that competitive
give
leaderboard
it a
helped you
2.
feel motivated to keep walking
me
through
click it.
doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
clicked.
and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yes, I would.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Do it. Oh, great. Loading screens.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the
Fire.
button to move him back to the
Fire
right,
is in danger.
and if he
Fire
reaches
is
the
warm.
fire, you fail.
I like the fire.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard.
How dare you
Did you do
swear
it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if
I'm
it's the
bored.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
See it properly.
It's over.
Wait, what?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Was it?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Okay.
Just to ease the pain.
Call of Duty.
Let's see.
Let's go.
What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a
Hello.
shot.
Oh, great. More loading screens. Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I'll take this with me. Oh, we just removed the glass. It didn't get portal. Ooh, door.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I want the radio with me. There we go.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt...
I reckon this is a pretty good place to end it off here. So if you like the video, don't forget to just subscribe. I need the views. I need to, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow with I don't know yet. Shut up. Leave me alone. Bye.
Don't. I understand. I have